It was a strange night. Seoul's sky is so gray, the streets are quiet even though the clock has not yet pointed to midnight. But for those who live in the shadow of fame, night is the most dangerous time because that's when the world feels like it's not watching. But one flash of the camera, one sigh of breath caught by a hidden microphone, one step heard in a deserted hallway, enough to shake things up. And that night, everything was shaken. Armies all over the world were overwhelmed. Ardent fans shuddered. Even the big entertainment managers who were usually immune to scandals, they panic. Because what happened that night wasn't just any rumor. This is a recording. Evidence. Reality. Not a conspiracy theory. Jungkook and Taehyung find themselves in a place no one expected. And the biggest question hangs in the air. What are they doing there? And why together? No one would have predicted that the two most popular members of BTS, who have been known to keep their private lives tight, could be captured so vividly in a location that all South Korean idols have avoided. Even loyal fans had a hard time believing what they saw when the video was first leaked. It's not just about the place, but the expression of both. Their body language. Unusual calmness. The surprise when the camera turns on, which turns into a smile as if this is indeed part of the scenario they set themselves. But is it really so? Or is there a much deeper hidden agenda? The video lasts only 47 seconds, but every second seems to pierce the hearts of thousands of unprepared soldiers. Taehyung is wearing an oversized black hoodie, a bucket hat covering most of his face. Jungkook, who was wearing a mask and a denim jacket, looked at Taehyung with an expression that was difficult to decipher. They're not in the studio, not in a restaurant or private room. They're in a basement. No, it's not a metaphor. This is a real basement, clearly visible from the unpainted concrete walls, rusty metal stairs, and unsteady flashing neon lights. Why are they there? What could make two world superstars willingly enter such a gloomy space, stealthily, in the middle of the night? There is no definite answer. But rumors, as always, spread faster than light. Some say they are filming a secret project that the agency should not know about. Some speculate this is the underground gathering place of a secret community of artists they are currently following. But the craziest and most painful theory comes from fans themselves, that they're living a double life that even Big Hit can't control. Is it about personal relationships? About the Rebel Music project? About the freedom that has been curtailed? Shortly after the video went viral, the hashtag Jungkook Taehyung Underground immediately ranked first trending worldwide. The news spread to the mainstream media, until national television joined the news. Army reaction was divided. Some defended it furiously, stating this was just part of an art project that would change the K-pop industry. But many feel betrayed, not because they were in a strange place, but because the shock showed one thing, that Jungkook and Taehyung were hiding something. And in the idol world, secrets are the most brutal form of betrayal. Suddenly, all the little things that were once taken for granted began to be traced back. An old interview shows Jungkook avoiding being asked about his free time with other members. A photo of Taehyung in a small cafe near a train station that fans thought was just a coincidence. When was the last time they appeared together on a live show? Why does their recent interaction seem cold on camera and too warm when accidentally caught on camera by a fan? Everything began to unravel like a tangled thread that could no longer be controlled. Army detectives devised theory after theory. Some have suggested that the basement was actually part of a secret art studio in the Itaewon area that was used for collaborative projects between idol and independent artists. But there are also those who dare to say that it is the headquarters of a community that is anti-idol system. The space young celebrities escape the harsh rules of the Korean entertainment industry. A hiding place. A place of rebellion. But before those theories could get any wilder, another photo leaked. This is what makes the atmosphere warmer. The photo shows Taehyung and Jungkook exiting a large metal door, dressed in the same clothes as in the video, but with one addition: they are holding someone. A man whose face is partially covered, but whose ears are wearing distinctive earrings. It's nobody, except a mysterious producer from Japan who was once associated with a band project that HYBE had canceled last year because it was too risky culturally and politically. The man's name, Kai. An eccentric producer known for his underground music that defies the norm. He briefly worked with controversial artists from Tokyo and New York, before abruptly disappearing from the industry after rumors about his involvement in the anti-idol art movement began to surface. And now, she looks, with Jungkook and Taehyung. The world seemed to stop for a moment. What does this mean? Are the two BTS stars involved in HYB's own band project? More surprisingly, there was no official statement from Big Hit or HYB for more than 72 hours after the video went viral. Usually, it only takes a matter of hours for the agency to refute the rumors. But this time, it's quiet. And this silence is deafening. Even the Weverse platform could not resist the insistent comments demanding clarification. Until finally, on the fourth day after the video circulated, Taehyung appeared. Not in a live broadcast, not through official media, but through a handwritten letter uploaded to her Instagram account. What's in it? More kicked off than anyone imagined. Not all dark spaces mean we're lost. Sometimes, in the darkness, we find light that no one else can see. That's it. One sentence. But enough to fuel a sea of speculation. Is this a form of defense? Confession? A hint that they are indeed taking a different path that the K-pop system cannot understand today. 1 week after the letter appeared, it was Jungkook's turn to break the silence. It says nothing. He only uploads pieces of song lyrics that have never been released on his personal SoundCloud account. It reads, "Down the street." And the opening lyrics? "Shake the world. We were told to shine above, but we chose to burn below. In the noise, we found our truth." That's no ordinary song. It was a statement. Proclamation. Jungkook and Taehyung aren't just caught in a strange place. They choose to be there. They're saying something. Maybe about the industry. Maybe it's about freedom. Maybe about identity. But one thing is certain. This is no coincidence. This time, media investigations began targeting the agency. Did HYB really not know? Or had she been hiding the project for fear of repercussions? Several internal sources interviewed anonymously claimed that Jungkook and Taehyung had long felt out of place with the official line set up for them. They have their own view. But the system is not always ready to accept differences, says a creative staffer who has worked with both. And now, the world is wondering, what will happen next? Will this be the beginning of a split in BTS? Or is it a new chapter in which two members lead a cultural revolution that will change the face of K-pop forever? What is clear? That night was not just about two world stars who were caught in unexpected places. This is the beginning of something much bigger. And the world is not ready. But perhaps the most surprising thing is not the video or the photo, except what is not revealed. No apologies. There is no official clarification. There is no attempt to argue that the meeting involved a figure like Kai, whose reputation even in Japan has become a problem. And when two figures like Jungkook and Taehyung choose not to explain, amid the storm of opinion that divides the world's biggest fandoms, it's not an omission. That's a choice. And this choice echoed louder than any official announcement. Since when did Jungkook and Taehyung become so brave? Since when are they ready to risk their careers, reputation, and even fandom loyalty for the sake of something that has not yet been fully explained?